Oregon potentially going to the Big Ten. Find out a little bit more after this short promo. Now, I'm Dylan Hildreth. This is the Dylan Hildreth Show. Make sure to like the video. It'd really help with the algorithm. Greatly appreciate it. And hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you don't miss my live streams coming up starting this Saturday. I will be live streaming, sidecasting Nebraska and Northwestern. That's taking place in Dublin, Ireland. Love the Irish. Jacksepticeye, one of my favorites here on YouTube. Love them. Anyway, back to business. There are now reports seeping out that Oregon is meeting with Kevin Warren and the Big Ten officials about potentially joining the Big Ten Conference, seeing if they're compatible. I do not foresee anything hindering that compatibility. Definitely not going to be geographically. But nonetheless, Oregon joining the Big Ten, it's not shocking, but I'm shocked in how it came out. I really thought that news of Notre Dame would be breaking before Oregon. In this case, Oregon. I thought it would be, okay, Notre Dame is joining the Big Ten in 2024. Okay, who's going to join them? And then we get an answer of Oregon, Stanford, Washington. One of those three. But the turntables have turned.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
Yeah, they turned. And we now know that it will be Oregon going into the Big Ten. And now it's just a matter of time of waiting on the Notre Dame news to come out that they are joining the Big Ten. So, bit of a suspense killer, but nonetheless. And as far as separating them as into divisions and pods, I've tried. I haven't found a suitable answer. And so I'm guessing before 24, we're going to get at least two more teams joining the Big Ten. Whether it is Washington and Stanford, or Oklahoma State Baylor, maybe Cal being thrown into it. I've been hearing Cal lately. Nonetheless, I think we are going to get at least two more teams into the Big Ten by the time this expansion is over. 18 teams is 18 is just a really odd number to try to break down. So I think we're gonna get up to 20 teams by the time we get to 2024. That's obviously starting with Notre Dame. If if I had the power of God to pluck two teams, I would be taking Baylor and Oregon State, or Oklahoma State. Same letters, at least initials, but I would be taking Baylor and Oklahoma State. They have good, solid foundations that opens up Texas and Oklahoma for Nebraska to get back into. And you get two solid programs that are not going anywhere anytime soon. Dave Aranda, great coach. Mike Gundy, great coach. And it just is a bigger momentum swing towards the Big Ten than what we have already seen. And if I really think that is the best option right now for the Big Ten, outside of the Oregon Notre Dame thing. Now, what they're going to do, I would say Washington, Stanford would be the next two to join. being a realist. Washington has the media market. Stanford has the academics. And it's very, very likely that we're going to see Washington and Stanford be members of the Big Ten by the time 24 hits, and USC, UCLA, and now Oregon, Dame, soon to be Notre Dame, join the conference. It is only a matter of time before Notre Dame joins. Uh, Probably get that word after the conference week and before bowl season. That way, it's not a distraction. It's usually how it works. We're even after bowl season, probably gonna get that news around that time. So that would be my prediction. Sometime between after conference championship week and before bowl season, we will get word that Notre Dame will be going with Oregon to the Big Ten. Media deals work that way, is working that way. Now with Oregon kind of being the one let out of the bag, it's going to be Oregon, Notre Dame coming together. Washington and Stanford coming together, solidify the West Coast. It is only a matter of time. So that will leave the Big Ten with 20 teams. SEC, I think they're gonna kind of lay down for a bit. Wait on the ACC and that deal to run out so they can get Clemson and Florida State 18, and then add 2 more. I would say. What I say. I don't think Georgia Tech. They would add to the academics, but that's about it. Maybe North Carolina, Duke, although I'd really rather have them in the Big Ten. It would create a lot better drama. Maybe Louisville, Miami, maybe. Even though I think Miami is no Big Ten bound, maybe. Just all depends, but I would be shocked if the Big Ten doesn't add 4 teams now, because 18 is really, really awkward to split up. You would have to either, if you do 2 divisions and 9 conference games, you're only playing 1 inter-division team. And we would get a situation where Georgia hasn't been in College Station since Texas A&M joined the SEC, and they've been in it for what, 10 years now? Almost. A little over 10 years, I believe, at this point. So, yeah, it's just, like I said, I would be very, very surprised if Big Ten didn't just expand to 20 before 2020. That is all I have for you today. Again, make sure to comment down below. Do you think that it is Notre Dame joining with Oregon? Or am I just full of crap? Let me know down in the comments. And also, down in the comments, does the Big Ten expand all the way to 20 before 2024? Or do they try this whole awkward 18 team conference where best you can do is split it up into 3 pods and have a really weird dynamic? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time on the Dylan Hilder Show. See you later, friends.